Alright, so this is my first solo overnight camping experience in my life. I know that's like not a big deal at all to a lot of people, and to other people it is a big deal. I'm one of those people that thinks it is a big deal because I'm scared of everything. I love camping, I love adventure, love being in the outdoors, but I'm also scared of everything. Mostly stuff that doesn't even exist to most people, like ghosts. I'm afraid of ghosts. Not afraid to admit that, but I am afraid of ghosts and stuff like that. Bugs, spiders, basically everything that exists in the woods I'm pretty afraid of, unless it's a moose. So I'm trying to get there before the sun goes down, and I think it sets around 8. My ETA is 7 o'clock. Right now it's 5:42. I don't know. I think it's going to get darker in the mountains than it normally would when the sun sets at 8 o'clock. Like the mountains and the trees, they provide a lot of shade. It gets darker earlier in the forest. And I really don't want to set up this tent and do everything in the dark for the first time, so we'll see. I also called just about every campground in New Hampshire. Everything is booked right now in the entire White Mountain National Forest. It's insanity. Even the backcountry sites, all taken. So I found a state park just north of the White Mountain National Forest called Moose Brook State Park, and for some reason they have a few sites, and I hope they're pretty cool. I've made it. So this is the Sea to Summit sleeping bag, and it is like the hardest. If a bag's tough to get out of the bag, or if an item like a sleeping pad is tough to get out of the bag, it's impossible to put back in it. Usually they slip right out, and then you have a tough time getting them back in. There's no hope for me getting this thing back inside this bag. I actually might not do the rain fly tonight. I think it's going to be pretty clear, and it's only one night. But my luck, it'll start like downpouring in the middle of the night. So I'm just checking out the Androscoggin area of New Hampshire. It's really like a wild, lesser known place to kind of camp and explore, and also known for moose.
Alright, so I got a second campsite here, different campground. I got a couple friends who are meeting me for night number 2 up here. There's a couple trails around here because we were thinking about doing backpacking. We still might end up heading up one of these trails, and in the White Mountain National Forest you can set up a tent off the trail as long as it's like 200 feet off the trail. So we still might end up doing that back there, or I'll see what they feel like doing. Maybe we get lazy and just stay here. Either way, it's a nice site. Spaghetti and meat sauce. What? Okay, so they made it. I forgot to introduce them because I'm the worst YouTuber ever. Shivali, Casey, Shivali, MNG. Alright, we made it to the Hancock trailhead. We're gonna try and backpack and see if we can find a place to set up a tent. These woods are really thick, so we might just head back to the site we already have reserved. But yeah, this could be the backpacking part. Alright, we are now on the Hancock Trail in the White Mountain National Forest. Hopefully we can find a place to set up a tent. I'm not seeing anything even remotely possible so far. Alright, we have found a place to set up camp. Pretty far away from the trail. It's their tent. Fire ring over there from a previous camper. So I just threw this rock over that tree, and then the whole rope went with it. I was supposed to hold on to one end of the rope, and I didn't, and it flew over it. Then it wrapped around it about 4 times, and now it's completely stuck. There's one end, and then the rest of it is up there, and this thing cannot be pulled down. Not that I want to, but that thing is wrapped up there. 0 for 1 on food hangs. Food is hung back that way, the proper way, kind of. Moment of truth, and there it is. The food stayed hung. Yes. There we go. No bears. Morning coffee. Ow. All right, we are just about packed up. I'm leaving camp and heading back to the Kancamagus. All right, we have hit the trail again. Heading back, I think it's a few miles. So one big thing I've learned is to have backup rope. I mean, you shouldn't be as stupid as I was to not hold the other end of the rope when you launch it into the tree. But the whole thing flew into the tree and my rope was gone. And if I was out here for a week needing to hang my food, I would have been screwed. All right, so we're back at my original campground from like 2 days ago, whatever it was. My GoPro died at the end of that hike, which I kind of expected because I didn't plan ahead with enough batteries. But we ended up hiking out. It was an awesome trip. And that could wrap things up. I'm driving back to New York City, and then they're gonna stay here for an extra night. So it was an awesome time. Thanks for watching, guys.